All right, what's going on, everybody? Today I have a video that I never thought I was actually going to have to do. So I put out a video a little while back of some issues I saw in the YouTube community, and one of the people that I talked about in that video was Greg Doucette and how he's become kind of this fake, annoying persona with "that's what she said" jokes over and over and over again. Buy my freaking cookbook and blah blah blah, all this dumb stuff. And his video topics have been getting more and more, I'll say, frustrating lately. So came across this video and I made it roughly a minute, maybe 90 seconds in, and my blood was boiling. So I'm just going to play it through at like 1.5 times speed and basically just record my reaction to some of it. Obviously, I've seen the first chunk already, so I kind of already know what's coming, but let's take a look.
All in moderation, don't abuse anything, but I tell you, if you use some of these products, sometimes it will, in fact, help you lose weight.
Oh boy.
Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be going over the best supplements to help you lose weight, and these are the natural supplements or like over-the-counter.
So these are natural supplements. We're not talking any Clen, DNP, T3, any of that stuff. So that's good. At least we're not encouraging people to take anabolic substances, banned substances. Definitely not trafficking them either, right?
Stuff. We're not going to get into the naughty stuff, okay? So in no particular order. Sleeping pills. You think it... What are you...
Greg, you work 100 hours a week, Greg, on coaching and on developing this amazing, the best cookbook ever. It's amazing. Buy my freaking cookbook. To help people lose weight. And you're number one natural supplement out of all the snake oil, all the bullshit, and all the good stuff, the legitimate stuff. You have chosen poorly. Sleeping. This is we'll let him justify it. We'll let him justify it. Maybe it's a joke. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Talking about to burn fat. Sleeping pills. I don't care if it's melatonin, prescription, over-the-counter, whatever.
All right, so there it is. Let's harass my doctor, tell him I can't sleep. I have issues, whatever, and get a prescription sleeping pill so that I lose weight. Or is he implying that a dietitian would prescribe sleeping pills for weight? I hope not. Whatever.
Helps you
He's
sleep better, even if it's THC. It's going to help you burn fat.
THC, smoking weed, which is the most common way to get THC, is going to give you the worst case of the munchies the world's ever seen. You really think the little bit of drowsiness you get is going to outweigh the munchies that you're going to be getting? If you're hungry, smoking weed might be the worst thing you can do.
Why? For the most part, most people who are asleep are not actually eating. Except for me, maybe narcolepsy, sleepwalking, and so on. But for the most part, most people sleep or they're waking or right before bed, I caved and binged. It's a really hard time. So here's a word of advice.
So his argument is that you can't eat while you're sleeping. So you should throw sleeping pills into the mix and nuke your sleep quality. It's probably going to require you to be on double hit of coffee the next morning, or an energy drink, or God knows what the next day. Sleeping pills? This is like eating disorder territory. You've got to toe the line here, Greg. This is like you're here, and this is anorexia, or what's the other one? There's like a fear of food intake eating disorder as well. But like, you're so scared to just eat something, or you're so scared of being hungry that you're just going to knock yourself out with sleeping pills. This is kind of terrifying, because there's probably people out there who are so scared of eating, they're going to take like 20 grams of melatonin. Not good. Not good. Or God knows what other sleeping pills. That's all I have access to is melatonin. I don't even know any of the other stuff. But God help them if somebody ODs on some sleeping pill shit in the name of weight loss? Are you kidding me? There's a million other things out there that are better. I'm guessing this probably isn't his number one. I mean, he says there's no particular order, but I'm guessing in order to get more clicks, you got to like work your way up, right? So,
Go to bed, and if you don't sleep well, take a sleeping pill at a certain time and help yourself go to sleep. It's worth.
They help you get to sleep. They don't improve your sleep quality, which in turn will destroy you the next day. Because if you get bad quality sleep, not enough rest, not enough recovery, ghrelin levels are higher, cortisol's higher, you're going to want to eat, you're going to want to binge, you're going to be stressed. it's way more valuable to get a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep is like above all else. Like if I could pick for free, no added recovery necessary, to add one extra like set to each workout, or just have perfect sleep, take perfect sleep every day, hands down, absolutely.
Worth it. If I had the choice between a fat burner and a sleeping pill to burn fat, I'm choosing the sleeping pill every single time.
I would choose
You know how many times
neither.
I've dieted?
I would choose neither. I would not eat, or I would go for a walk and eat.
I don't even know it's that high. And every time I notice, I'd rather have a sleeping pill. Fat burners help you burn fat, sure, but a sleeping pill, these supplements, which we're not even going to mention. Number 2,
That's just very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's scary, quite honestly, to recommend a sleeping pill as your number 1. Like, Coach Greg, you call yourself a coach? Number 2, Yohimbe.
Yohimbine. So I have a bottle of Yohimbe here, and it's expired in 2016.
Alpha Yohimbe.
It's a good fat burner, yes, but why do I have a bottle that's expired for...
Problem with Yohimbe is, yeah, it works, sure, studies are okay, there's evidence there. It makes a lot of people sick. A lot of people take it on an empty stomach, which is what you're supposed to do, and then they go do cardio, and they get cracked out pretty much on Yohimbine and likely some additional caffeine and whatever, and they're putting basically all these they wake up in the morning and just put junk into their system, and then just hope for the best, and a lot of them will get extremely upset stomachs. You might get sick, might be coming out one end, might be coming out the other end, might be coming out both ends, I don't know, but I've tried it before, I'm sensitive to it, maybe it works for you.
Years ago. The reason for that is because this stuff makes me nauseous, and I literally was throwing up when I was taking them. It works, and throwing up technically helps you burn even more fat, but I don't want that. I don't want an upset stomach. So you're supposed to take a pill, and they liked it, helped to burn half the dose, even 4 mils, like crap, just to look a certain way. So Yohimbine, it may or may not be a supplement you want to add. Next, caffeine. Caffeine, like straight up coffee or in a caffeine pill, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
Caffeine is going to decrease your...
Okay, so yeah, caffeine can be an appetite suppressant. Definitely helps a little bit. Coffee is the most common form, black coffee. A lot of people use it while they're intermittent fasting. True black coffee. The second you add anything to that coffee that adds any calories, you've pretty much undone the benefits of that additional caffeine. Like, Greg might be about to make the argument here that, like, it'll increase your heart rate, it'll increase the metabolic rate, you're going to burn more calories. But, like, not really. At least not directly. If caffeine is the difference maker between you sitting on the couch for an hour and going for an hour-long walk, then yes, this, by all means, have at it. But don't sit here and think just because you're chugging coffee all day that you're going to lose significantly more weight and never have another craving in your life. That's just not how it works. You got to structure your diet so that you don't have cravings. You need to feed your body and understand what's going on. But
your appetite, and it's a stimulant which actually burns more calories. But be careful, if you're drinking coffee and you're throwing in a bunch of milk and cream and things like that, and the calories add up, it's going to counterbalance the effects of the caffeine. It's still about energy balance, and you need to be in a deficit to lose weight. But caffeine, most certainly, it's proven to help people. It's one of the most widely used drugs in the world, and it definitely, without question, is going to help you lose fat and stick to your diet. Without question, a cup of coffee can help you to stick to your diet and help you lose weight. Protein
can help you stick to your diet. Maybe, kinda, for some people. Can help you lose weight? Yeah, it can. I'd put it on my list of, like, top 5.
Powder. I don't care if it's whey, casein.
Disagree.
Isolate, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The fact is, protein has a higher thermic effect.
Whoa, Greg, it matters a lot. Hold on. It matters a
effective food than carbohydrates or fats. Well, what does that mean? What it means is that it takes more energy to convert protein into body fat than carbs or fat into fat. So if you substitute carbs, another thing is protein is more satiating than things like fat or carbs on a equivalent calorie basis. So people who eat a lot of protein, they're not as hungry in your diet and burn more fat. Next.
Okay, I can't believe that's where you left it. Greg, are you nuts? It does matter what kind of protein you eat. Whey protein isolate is literally meant so that you digest it nearly instantly and it gets in your bloodstream to feed your muscles and recover and all that. It's meant to sit there for the least amount of time in your system. Whey protein might be the only thing that I can consume where I'm hungrier after I consume it, right? Even like you can't tell me 2 scoops, 50 grams of whey isolate, whey concentrate, whey blend, any of that is going to hold me longer than 6 ounces of chicken, which is roughly about 50 grams of protein as well. There's just no way. It'll take me 2 seconds to chug that shit, and it'll be right through me in like 20 minutes. I'll be starving. Protein. So you see here, he says protein powders. You gotta have its best supplement, protein powders, and he justifies it by talking about protein in general. Protein in general is great for losing weight because it does have a higher thermogenic effect of food or thermic effect of food. And it does tend to satiate folks longer than the other macronutrients, carbs and fats. Also because it's not sugar, you don't crave more of it right away, which, by the way, there's sugar in a lot of protein powders. So disagree with protein powders, agree with protein. So he's kind of conflating two things here. So we'll give him like a 5 out of 10 here.
Ephedrine or synephrine, DMAA, pseudoephedrine, all kinds of like nasal decongestants, like medications that help you perk up when you're sick. I'm just grouping it all together. These are stimulants, like stim.
Okay, grouping it all together, that needs to not happen. You cannot group like a Monster Energy, like taurine and I don't even know what's fucking in those anymore. B vitamins and whatever like that, upper stuff, with ephedrine, something that's a behind-the-counter cough medicine, a cold medicine, something that you're using other than for its intended purpose, like something that's like protected because you can use it to make fucking meth. Like, he's getting at the ECA stack that went around for a long time, and it used to be sold as like a weight loss supplement in like the 90s, but this is also kind of dangerous here. I'll put this up with sleeping pills, dude. Encouraging people to take a EC or ECA stack is sketchy at best.
Kind of like Adderall or crack or cocaine as stimulants. Those are just naughty ones, okay?
Definitely.
So I'm talking about like some of the over-counter that you can get legally in your country, whatever. Okay. And
so stimulants in general, okay, again, sure, stimulants, but here we go, pre-workout. So we're on one heavy downer in sleeping pills, and are we keeping track here? 1, 2, this is now 3 heavy uppers, which is interesting.
Workouts contain caffeine and a combination of other stimulants. They get you amped up and get you pumped, okay? Stimulants, we've already gone over the fact that caffeine and ephedrine, those things are in fact good fat burners. So if you combine those into one thing, like a pre-workout, doesn't it make sense that it's going to help you burn fat? Pre-workout.
Okay, yes, but again, it becomes a crutch. People are you shouldn't be taking pre-workout every time you're going to the gym. Your energy for the gym and for your workouts should be coming from your diet and from your rest and recovery. And from, the fact that you like what you're doing. You like going to the gym, you enjoy it. Not from motivation in a bottle or motivation in a can. Fucking God bless. Caffeine and ephedrine, baby aspirin.
It's going to decrease your appetite, get you going, increase NEAT, and burn more calories. Probably go harder than last time in the gym, train harder, and that's going to help you burn even more fat now, isn't it? Like my own pre-workout, which is coming.
Oh, of course. Here it is. I got to plug my own pre-workout coming out. Is it going to have caffeine and ephedrine, Greg? Is it going to be a behind-the-counter pre-workout?
Out soon, a couple months away at most.
I don't care.
Yeah. And on the same exact pattern as the last one, the last but not least, the one that should burn the most fat, that I wouldn't actually pick over the sleeping pill, my number one is actually the sleeping pill. Fat burners.
Wait, what? His number one is the sleeping pill. I didn't actually expect that. I didn't expect that. That's hilarious. Greg Doucette, IFBB pro bodybuilder, record-holding powerlifter, guy who allegedly works 100 hours a week to bring you the anabolic cookbook. Buy my freaking cookbook. He charges $1,500 a month, more than most people's fucking rent, to coach them. His recommendation to you is go buy a $10 bottle of melatonin on Amazon and knock yourself out at night so that you stop fucking eating. All right, don't buy his cookbook. I just saved you whatever, $150, $200 fucking dollars. Don't buy his cookbook. Just buy some sleeping pills. For that same price, you could buy years worth of sleeping pills. Years worth of sleeping pills. They're the number one. They're the best. Just whenever you get hungry, just pop some melatonin, dude. Just pass out. Like, it's fine. Nuke your recovery. You don't need quality of sleep. Who cares if you're more hungry the next day? Just take more sleeping pills. Take caffeine. If you're tired, just have a cup of coffee and then have a Monster and then have pre-workout. You get through the day, perfect. All right, melatonin. Oh, but thank God, because This is all temporary. It's all temporary. I'm only going to do this for like 15 weeks. And then I'm just going to cold turkey all of it once all the weight's off. And then my workouts are going to be great. I'll be upping my calories. It'll be fantastic. Is that really what he expects people to believe? Is that what the justification here?
Fat burners are specifically engineered and designed to help you burn fat, to curb your appetite and help you lose weight, get the need energy expenditure going. Guess what they usually contain?
I'm gonna get a fucking noise complaint in my apartment complex if this continues. If this gets any worse, like I'm gonna start yelling. I'm no better than Greg now. I'm also in my Greg outfit too. I got the should I get even like more like low cut? Like, is that better?
Caffeine and a bunch of stimulants, and maybe they have yohimbine and so on. So a fat burner is essentially just a group of products that are...
So his last but not least is take everything else on the list except the fucking sleeping pills, which are my number one. So buy the sleeping pills and then buy the fat burner. I'll bet you he's coming out with a pre-workout. He's gonna come out with a fucking thermogenic fat burner, and he's gonna sell that shit like hotcakes. Cookbook and fat burner and sleeping pill combo, $350. It's a deal. It's a deal. It's a deal. Buy it. Buy it. You know it's a deal. You'll reach all your fucking goals.
Already work. They put them in one pill and to make it easy for you, and it helps you burn fat. Does that mean you should just take fat burners all the time? No. Does it mean you should take caffeine all the time? No. Should you take any of these all the time? No. Unless the doctor...
You should take them pretty much none of the time. Pre-workout, sure, it's fun. Yeah, I get it. Take some pre-workout. If you like coffee, drink coffee. Yeah, that's fine. But don't lean on all of them as a crutch for your weight loss. You need to structure your diet, training, and recovery properly so that it facilitates a caloric deficit at a healthy rate that you can maintain as part of your lifestyle. Use his cookbook recipe. This was a perfect opportunity, Greg. Your number one natural supplement for weight loss could have been your fucking cookbook. You love to plug it so goddamn much. Here was your opportunity. Here it was. For $150, that's a one-time buy. One-time buy. Not hundreds of dollars a year on sleeping pills, caffeine, Monster Energy, fucking ephedrine. What? Like, you missed your best opportunity to plug yourself, Greg, which is shocking because normally you don't miss a single one.
Taking this continuously, then don't do it. Everything in moderation. If you need to use a sleeping pill a few nights a week to help you sleep and not eat and so on, well, that's your own choice. If you need caffeine 15 times a day, it's maybe too much. It's not good for you to abuse anything. So all in moderation, don't abuse anything. But I tell you, if you use some of these products, sometimes it will, in fact, help you lose weight.
This is borderline dangerous. You really need to focus on structuring your day, your diet, your recovery, your training, and everything around a manageable caloric deficit to lose weight over time. A lifestyle change that you will keep forever. Swapping recipes. Going for walks every now and then. If you just added a 10-minute walk to your routine every day, it will do more than all of the things that he took all this time in this video combined. Right? Like, you want to know here, I'll give you my top weight loss supplements, all natural. Don't need a prescription, don't have to do anything illegal. Number 1, get a fucking hobby. The more you're doing other things, the less you're eating. The more time you're spending with friends, family, you're getting social gains, all right? It's not all about the gym all the time. Build something, learn a language, read a book, invest in the stock market. Do whatever. Find something that distracts you, that you enjoy. Don't think of it as, I need to do this so I don't eat. Find something that you like. Start a YouTube channel. I don't know. Get into models. Whatever. Comic books, collections. I don't care. Coffee and caffeine, sure, we'll throw them on there. They help. Coffee especially blunts appetite. Yeah, sure. We'll let it slide. Water. Water is a huge one. Water before you eat, after you eat, it helps fill your stomach up, keeps you full longer. Even carbonated drinks like diet sodas and stuff like that. It bloats you, but it keeps you from consuming actual calories, which can be helpful. It's nice. Last but not least, I'd go with recovery in general, getting a good night's sleep, focusing on going to sleep at the same time, waking up at the same time, maybe even throw in some meditation if you have trouble sleeping. It's free. Sleep is free. And it's the best possible thing you can do for your diet, your training, your adherence, everything. It's fantastic. And other than that, man, I think there's a big, like, you got to have that coming to Jesus moment where sometimes where you get real hungry. I know it sucks, but there's a time when your body's hungry because it's starving, and there's a time where your body's hungry because you just are bored or you just feel like eating. And you have to understand that. You have to know I've fed my body. It has everything it needs. I'm fine. I'll have a sip of water. I'll drink some Diet Coke. But if I'm actually hungry, if I'm legitimately hungry because I'm starving and my body needs food, I'm going to eat. I'll just make a healthy choice because this needs to be sustainable. It has to be a lifestyle. It can't just be a 6-week crash where I leverage every single natural and borderline legal supplement under the sun in order to shred 20 pounds that I won't be able to keep off the second I stop that diet. So anyway, that's my rant today, guys. As I said, I've officially unsubscribed from Greg Doucette. This type of content is disappointing at best out of him. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, leave a like or a dislike. I don't really care. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of your weekend, and catch y'all later.